Hey there, my name is Marcus, also known as Karl Genocide down here. I'm the creator of a short minigame course with inside Tower Unite called Escaping Myself, a shitty alpha puzzle platformer story-based adventure. I guess I was kind of inspired by a lot of the minigames on Counter-Strike, which you'll see eventually, but here's the introduction. Try to escape this room, not by going out the door you came in from. This is a multi-chapter maze featuring puzzles, precision platforming, and more. And this is just more of the same. So you come in here. This is the room. Some cool stuff going on here. Like I thought how I did this little outdoors area was kind of cool. Got a little thing here. Got to read the journal. This is also kind of cool. I thought I set this up. If I can get in a, that's about as close as I can get. But you get the idea. Like when you turn it on, it boots up boots up Windows. Not really, but it loads an image of Windows. I actually didn't realize you could set images, and so that's kind of cool. One of the weird things is a little bit of a glitch is when you turn off the thing, when you turn this screen off, it still has the glow as if this image is still on. Just a weird thing I noticed. Anyways, you got the bathroom in here. And so we read this. I tried to keep this a little bit angsty just because I thought it would be kind of funny to have this like basic minigame thing with like this kind of angsty deep story. I roughly use the word deep story going on. So moving into a new place is really weird for me. The furthest I've been from home is a road trip out of town to my cousin's farm. And now I'm in Australia, the great down under. It's stupidly hot here. My parents won't stop arguing. It's like things haven't been the same since I told them about, well, my feelings I've been having about myself lately. Most nights it's been hard for me to sleep, partially due to the heat, but also mainly because I spotted a freaking rat in my bedroom. Great start to a new home. I blocked it with some comically large dice my dad gave me for Christmas. I remember that gift. There's been an emptiness in my dad's eyes ever since he found out about me, like I'm a stranger to him now. I know I sound like a typical teenager, but I wish my parents would just understand me for once. I wonder how deep that rat hole goes behind the dice. Maybe I should check it out. So before this was a bit more vague, but it's basically meant to give you, let me just check the environment. Another little small thing is, it'd be nice if it remembered. So I'm just, as I go through this, I'm also just going to bring up some small points that would be nice for them to add. It'd be nice if when you set your day-night cycle, if you turn it off, it remembered. It would be nice if it remembered that every time you came back into the game, because I constantly have to forget, and then it becomes dark, and then I'm like, oh, I have to turn that back on. So anyways, so there's this dice here, and you uncovers a little mouse hole. You got to get the tiny potion. And you go through there like that. So I'm going to try and run through this, hopefully somewhat seamlessly. Hopefully I don't get too lost. If I do, I'll have to cut it. But anyways, Chapter 1, Dream. And then we have these rules here, and the rules are don't use jetpack and only use normal potion. So this used to be a bit harder. I had to make it a bit easier because everyone said it was bullshit, but essentially you do that. So yeah, I'm just trying to like figure out like, I'll just show you again. Essentially, I'm just trying to figure out like weird ways to make games out of the limited tools, resources that are in this game. And I've noticed these fans, they shoot you up a little bit, and I thought that would be like a cool thing to make a little game out of. But it'd be, just as a side note, it'd be really cool if they added like actual platforming things. I'll get a bit more into depth in that later. And it'd also be cool if they added actual restrictions, like item limitation zones. Similar to when you go into the casino and you're not able to use the confetti gun and maybe some other items. I think it would be cool if you could set zones in the game where it's like, hey, you can't use a jetpack for this zone, or you can only use this potion, or something like that. Some way of limiting items so people don't just cheat through your courses. So this one is Chapter 2, When Will I Wake Up? And once again, don't use the jetpack. Pretty much don't use a jetpack for any of these, and you have to only use the tiny potion. This was another thing I realized. It's just like, if you take the tiny potion and go on these trampolines, it bounces you up super high. You get super high. So I thought this would be cool to make like a little game out of this. This last jump's kind of hard. You really have to hug the corner. There you go. So now we're in chapter 3. Finding a way out won't be easy, and there's another diary here. This isn't Jen's diary though. This is Jacob's diary. I can't believe I've made it this far. After everything against me, I'm still pushing forwards. At least this doesn't look too different. It's too difficult. Just need to make it to that exit. And then you find the first kind of puzzle that I really like this puzzle because you can't jetpack around it, and essentially it's if you haven't been able to tell already, it's an invisible maze. Essentially I've just made this by using the canvases and then setting them to a transparent image that has no image in it. It's just a completely transparent image, and so that's how you can make these really cool invisible mazes. Hopefully I can find my way out again. It's a bit stupid that as a developer I wouldn't be able to. I use the term developer very loosely. I just threw things down. Almost at the end. There we go. Chapter 4. When will this nightmare end? Use normal potion only. This is the one I'll probably screw up the most. But yeah, like with these things, like how I'm trying to, you know, make these courses out of very limited tools. It's my hope that maybe the developers might see this and be like, hey, this is kind of cool, even though what I've done is shit. You know, it shows like the potential for, because the main issue with the condos is you go into the condos and there's not really that much to do. Wait, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there's not really that much to do inside of the condos, so it'd be really cool to have something like this where people could make their own games, almost in a Little Big Planet sort of esque style. And it'd be cool to like, so I'll go, so like a couple of the things that would be really cool to add are things like teleports, for example. So for instance, when I fuck up these jumps, like I will right here, it would be cool if it just teleported. I could set it so it would just teleport me back here. So it's like the floor is lava and it just automatically teleport me instead of having to constantly run back up this ramp. And you could also probably make some really cool games just using teleports alone. It would just open it up for a lot more possibilities. Another one that would be cool is, oh, for fuck's sake, another one that would be cool is moving platforms and the ability to set the direction and the speed and the distance of the platform. So you could just set, hey, it goes off in this angle, it goes this far before it comes back, and it goes at this speed. Another one that would be cool is like triggers. So for instance, you could set triggers that only the host could see, and they could trigger things like a door opening, or they could trigger a sound. They could trigger some kind of like sound happening, or it's hard to fucking explain this stuff whilst failing. You have to crouch jump that. Oh my god. Might end up skipping this one if I can't do it on camera. Oh, this goddamn one. Ugh. There we go. You have to crouch jump this last bit as well. So there's another diary here. Oh, this image is not worked because I've used a terrible hosting service. But essentially it says, hey, the game's not over. There's still more. And then you read this diary, and it says, I had such this is Jen's diary now. Had such a weird dream last night. Involved a lot of awkward, poorly designed platforming. But that book back in the maze, it said Jacob's diary. This morning I discovered another rat hole in the bathroom. Gross. I hope I don't have another weird dream about going inside that one. I don't think I can take any more mediocre puzzles and platforming. I barely got any sleep after yesterday's nightmare. And so yeah, so basically I want to do this thing where it's like you keep going back to this hub, I guess, and you learn more secrets about it. And I thought that would be cool, like for people who maybe, you know, they've already done those chapters and they don't want to start again as well. They can kind of skip to the next one. So you have to go from that we learn, hey, there's something in the bathroom, there's some sort of rat hole, and if we look behind here, oh, what's back here? So now we're up to the next maze, chapter 5, tiny maze. The maze is actually quite large. Ha ha ha, Marcus, you're so funny. And if you go down this way, there's another diary. Jacob's diary. I'm so lost, it feels like my life has been nothing but a series of dead ends. But I'm gonna turn everything around. I'm gonna tell my parents how I really feel tonight, and I'm gonna tell them everything about Chris. So yeah, some stuff going on there. I really am just making the story up as I go. There's not too much thought being put into it. I just thought the idea of like these like silly mini games being contrasted with some angsty indie games esque story. I just thought that was kind of amusing. Maybe it's only amusing to me though. I don't know. Uh, oh god, Marcus, don't get lost in the fucking maze you made. So the maze is actually, as I said, it's quite decent, but because I know the way, I solved it pretty quickly. So let's read this one. Chapter 6, Time to Look at Life from a New Angle. So a lot of people come in here and they'll just like start moving around and being like, hey, what the fuck, there's some wall here. I can't jump from here. So what the fuck do I do? They start walking around and just jumping. But the thing is, you have to read these chapters, so time to look at life from a new angle. A new angle? What is all this green and red stuff? So basically what I've done is the green are platforms that you can jump on, and the red is a wall that you can't jump on. So you see, hey. So once again, like just trying to make little games out of, limited tool set. Be cool also, another thing that would be cool is if you could add boost. So yeah, so this is a wall, so you can't jump past it. The red represents a wall, and there's a platform over there, so I have to do a really difficult jump. Oh, I got it first attempt. That jump is actually not easy. So now we're up to the next one, chapter 7. Finally, this is the last. Oh, I've kind of done another one pretty roughly, but it's very rough. But so we're up to chapter 7. I'm finally connecting the dots, and we have all these dots here. Can run across and see there's some more dots back here. And so a lot of people, what they do is they try to. When we see them play, they'll try to line up and they'll try and jump to that dot and think it's a platform, but really, it's all a line, and you just have to go across and essentially connect the dots, quite literally. Oh yeah, another thing, sorry, just to go back a bit. In this maze, it would be nice if they could fix the fact that you can look through walls with the camera. It's like an issue of the tiny potion. And that's a small thing, but it makes it like really easy to skip through this maze and stuff. So it'd be cool if they could, if the developers, if they watch this, if they could, fix that. I'm sure probably most of the things they're already working on or are aware of to some extent. Also, with these like images like this, it would be cool if you could change the opacity, like have a little slider that lets me control the opacity level from 0 to 100%, just to keep more of the image editing stuff like within the game. I think that would be nice, because a lot of people don't have. Oh fuck, I'm shit. A lot of people don't have proper image editing tools. Also, actually, sorry, I'll finish that maze. Another thing I wanted to bring up is that currently, as it stands, the images don't have collisions. Like, see how if I shoot this confetti on the ground, it will have a collision. It will react to it. Oh, what the fuck? But if I shoot it on these walls, it has these canvases. It has no collisions. And I just want to say, like, I think that's cool. I actually think you should keep it like that. And if you do plan on adding collisions to stuff like the confetti to the canvases, then maybe you should have like an option, like have collisions on or off, or something like that, so people can't just cheat by using the confetti gun. So we'll get back to, I guess we're around here. I skipped it a little bit. So then you come across here and you're like, what do I do? Do I go to this one? But nope, that's not what you're meant to do. And you have to figure out which one it is. Is it to here to here? Oh, no, I guess not. And so you figure out, hey, it's gotta go connect to this one, and then where do I go? I already know where to go, so a little bit of a puzzle solving elements going on. And this one's still a work in progress, but basically I found out if you roll the dice, it gives you a bit of a boost, and if you jump off that boost, you can slam dunk yourself. That was a pretty poor attempt, but you get the idea. So I just thought that was funny that you can do these little boost jumps, these dice jumps, what I've coined them as. And that's pretty much all I've done so far. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did kind of ramble a little and maybe mumbled a bit too much. But yeah, I hope you found that kind of cool. I know that what I've designed isn't very good, but as far as I'm aware, I don't know many other people who are doing this kind of stuff in Tower Unite, and it would be really cool. The reason I wanted to put this video up is just to try and get more support from the devs, to try and get them to maybe put some more focus into enabling users to make their own little minigame courses like this, because I think that would be, yeah, I think that would be really cool. Because as it stands, as I said, there's just not that much to do inside the condos. So it'd be cool if there was yeah, more features to enable people to make their own little levels, because yeah, there's only so much I can do with these ceiling fans. Finally, I just wanted to bring up one last thing that I thought would be really cool, and I'm sure that's been brought up before, just for the devs to think about, is the ability to have a donation box where people can, like maybe even like the piggy bank or something, or like some sort of box where people can go and just donate money into in your condo. And I think this would be cool because basically, like, there's no real like money incentive when you're in your condo. And there's a lot of people who check out my condo and they're just like, this is really cool, I'd love to donate to it, and they just don't have that ability. So I think it would be cool if there was ability to make a little like buy a little thing in your condo that allows people to donate to it, like a little box or something, like a little donation box, and people can say, hey, your condo's cool, I'm gonna donate you one whole virtual coin, or I don't know, 1,000 or 100,000 or whatever. I mean, you guys might see your own issue with implementing something like that, but I think it would be really cool to you know, be able to donate to condos that you like, or be able to somehow make money if your condo is popular, and you know, just something to encourage people to keep making content for their condos. Because yeah, as I said, there's just it's you know, you can see my amount of money in the corner, and yeah, it'd just be nice to have an ability to get donations. You might think what I made is trash and not worth donating to. That's completely fine, but I think it would be cool to have the ability to get people to donate in-game money. Sorry, so if it wasn't clear, when I'm saying donate, I'm not saying real money, I'm saying the in-game currency. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this short run through. You might think it's lame, and that's cool. You might think you could do something better, and I encourage you to. As far as I'm aware, as I said, I haven't really seen anyone else doing this kind of thing. But I think it would be really cool, almost like a sort of like make your own levels, Little Big Planet-esque sort of thing. And I'd really like to see more support for this, and to see what the community comes up with themselves. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I'll be off. So cheers.